So the second function in this category is the dated f. Okay? So if we go back here, we have start date and end date. The first time I want the differences in days. The second time I want the differences in months. The third time I want the differences in years. So let's try to calculate it over here. So what is the function? First of all, what is the problem with dated if?
Function.
Okay, you want to insert a function. So let's go insert a function. When a function that calculates the differences in dates, we call it dated f. Go. Actually doesn't exist over here. So this is the first problem. It's not within the functions, but it actually exists. So if you want to start typing this function, you go to equal dated, then f, and start open the parentheses to put arguments. We put the first date, comma, second date, or the start date, the end date. Then I wanted the differences in days. How would I put that? I put that in the third argument. Quotations, D, quotations, close it, throw in. Make sense?
Yeah.
So, first of all, you can find this function in the help. This function takes 3 arguments. Take the start date, end date, and you can determine if you want this in days, months, or years. So the first time we took this function dated, f, open parentheses, stop putting the arguments inside it. We have the first date, start date, end date, and D for the days. See how easy is that?
Yeah.
For example, you want to take the differences between those two, right? So, I mean, you say like, the alternative is the differences. So let's see. Start typing equal, get the first cell minus the second cell. Okay? Oh. Okay. Equal end date minus start date. We get the same answer. Okay, so why would we need dated if? Now we want the differences in months. Right? So how would we do that in your way? Could you use a formula? You have to calculate the differences then
Change that into months.
into months, right? How much this in months. But how would you know that? Sometimes the month is what?
30 to 31.
Exactly. So this is where here exactly where this function comes handy, because you can simply go here, start typing the function equal dated f. You put the start date, end date, and then between quotation you put exactly. See how easy is that? The third one is
Same thing would be.
for the user. Come and try it. So the first one we use dated at first time for the days, second time for months, and third time no. How would you start the function or formula? Exactly. You have to start with an equal sign, dated f, if, open in parentheses, put the start date, comma, comma, end date, comma. Then how would you indicate that you want the differences in years? Between quotations, capital Y, okay, and close parentheses, and control, exactly, 2 years. Awesome. So you now realize the differences between date and dated. Okay, let's see what we have. Let's go dated F, round and count A. So over here we have two functions, round and count A. What does round do?
Your rounds at up, right?
Up or down? Which one? So let's go to mathematical functions. So we're talking about what? Round, not rand. Round. Rounds a number to a specified number of digits. So, do you remember the class we talked about that?
Yeah.
We have int is integer and we have round. Why would we? What is the main difference between the integer function and the round function? So the integer function rounds down to the nearest integer. It always has to be an integer. What is an integer? Should be like a whole number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Rounds a number to a specified number of digits. You can have 2 digits, 3 digits, but you have to put an argument that will specify the number of digits. So going for the example, let's close the date and time. Close. Okay. So let's go for round 2.50 to 1 decimal place. How would I do that? First of all, I want to insert a function, right? What is the function I'm looking for? Either I would type the function itself or I go through the categories. I know the function, so let's go and type round. Go, I found round, hit an OK. What is the first? And now the function argument shows up. What is the first thing? It's the number I'm trying to round, right? What is the number? 2.15. What is the number of digits I'm trying? It's 1 decimal, right? For 1 decimal place. Click OK. This is the function. Look at it. Equals round, parentheses, takes the first argument is the number, second argument is the number of decimal places. Okay. What else? Come try the second. So I have this number, 2.149, and I'm trying to, no, first of all, go and click on this cell. Click on the cell, and now insert function, okay? Go to formulas. Okay, which group? Math and trig. Drop down. Looking for round. Good. So what is the number? 2.149. And how many decimal places? How many decimal? 1. Right. And you can see the preview is 2.1. Awesome. Okay, let's huh? Yeah, you can do that as well. Okay, so round, let's go to number rounds 626.3 to the nearest multiple of 1,000. How would I do that? Okay. Round. Okay. What is the number? .3. Is this right? Okay, what is the question asking? To the nearest? Uh-huh. How would you do that? Okay.
Is it 3 or 2?
Near 3. Okay, if you do the same, go and do the same. If you put -1, what happened? Without the star. What can you see? To the nearest tens, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now go and put -3. What happened?
And then the nearest stuff.
To the nearest multiple of 1,000. Well, though this is not totally correct. Well, ish. But, so you can use actually numbers or negative numbers. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, count A. What is the difference between count A and count blank?
Count A just counts all the numbers that are in the cell, right?
Okay.
And then count A. Count blank will include blank spaces.
So count counts only what? Counts only the cells that has numbers in them. So this is the count. Counts the number of cells in a range that contain numbers. Should contain a number. Count A actually counts the number of cells in a range that are not empty. So either number or text. Count blank is the opposite to count A. Counts the number of empty cells in a range. Okay? So let's go to the example. If I want to count the number of non-blank cells in cells A2 through A7, which function should I use?
Count A.
Okay, so count A. What are the values?
87.
So I either click on this and just select the range I want, and then I go back, and you can see I produce like 5 of them. And if you can see that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 that are non-blank cells. This is count A. Okay? Let me pause this a little bit.